to another episode of The Biggest Transformation, where we are journeying with 7 people, following them through a journey of a lifetime, a battle against the bulge, a battle against this thing called weight. We are journeying with them, watching them as they overcome obstacles, as they literally transform their lives, their bodies, their minds in front of our very eyes. And so as of last week, this group of 7 people had lost 199.4 pounds in the first 6 weeks. And so as of last week, Karen was leading the way. I know Andy and Shane were right on her heels. And so let's go ahead and hop on with the cast, get our weigh-ins done, see how they're doing. We have a pretty special episode coming up this week, today. So you want to make sure you stay to the very end. It's going to be a good one. Not that I think there's a bad one, but there's going to be something really special and unique about this specific episode that you're not going to want to miss. So let's jump on with the cast, get the weigh-ins done, and see how they did.
What's going on, guys? Let's just jump into the weigh-ins. I don't know what the heck we're talking about this morning. Testosterone, stringy hair. Oh, Lord. All right.
Okay.
Karen's up.
180.2.
Oh, so close. Andy. Go ahead, Andy.
210.8.
It's a 6. Yeah, well, you're
275.6. Awesome job. Okay, you're up, Ash.
A lot.
211.4. Awesome job. Awesome job. Okay, Judy, the Judester.
Hey.
Oh.
Hey. Hey. Oh.
221.3.
221.3. Almost 3.9 pounds. Good job, Judy. Shane Short. 331.8. Nice job. You for surely crossed that 50-pound mark. Wow. And Peggy.
okay. One four.
149.4.
149.4. You broke into the 140s. Okay. Drum roll. All right. So through 7 weeks. 7 weeks. Does it feel like we've been together for 7 weeks? Oh, wait, don't answer that.
Oh.
You guys are like, yes, it does.
No.
All right. So in first place, losing 3.8 pounds last week, a total of 37.8 pounds since we started, 13.9% of her body fat. Karen, holding down the #1 spot. Second place, losing 4 pounds last week, a total of 39.8 pounds total, 13.3% of his body fat. Andy, holding down the second place spot. Third place, 6.8 pounds this week, 54.8 pounds since we started. 12.1%, Mr. Shane. In fourth place, 4.6 pounds last week, 24.8 pounds since we started, 8.7% of your body. Ashley, moving up to the fourth place spot. A tie for fifth place with both of you at 8.6% of your body. Peggy and Denise. Peggy, you lost 1.8 pounds last week, 21.6 pounds since our first weigh-in. Denise, 1 pound last week, 26 pounds since you started, which takes you both to 8.6%. Ashley pulled ahead by 0.1%. Denise, Judy, 3.9 pounds lost last week, 20.5 pounds since you started. Denise or Judy, have you ever seen a 20-pound block of fat, like a simulated 20-pound block of fat?
No, I better look it up.
It is like when you look at like what is simulated, like when they simulate, if you lost even 5 pounds of fat, it's like this big old block, and you've lost 20 pounds since 20.5 since we started, 6.8% of your body. So in total, you seven, the Magnificent Seven, have lost 225.3 pounds. Woo!
Nice.
225. We just smashed through that freaking 200, like with a vengeance or something. That was your 1, 2, 3. That was your highest drop in the past since week 3.
Wow.
So I don't know if you guys are, but I'm super duper excited about today for a couple of different reasons. First and foremost, I feel like a lot of times weight loss ends up being this lonely thing. It ends up being this thing we go through alone. People watch us go through it, our friends and family and our spouse and our kids, they watch us go through it, but very seldom do we ever get an opportunity to be in a situation like we're all in, where yes, there's people watching, but we have people going through it with us, like in the thick of it with us. And obviously we meet here on Zoom every single week, but one time a week, typically, but every single day we are seeing each other, hearing from each other, talking to each other multiple times a day inside of a group. And so as we're doing that, I know that me, you, all of us, like we get to see each and every person's struggles. We get to see where somebody's overcoming, where they're getting victory, where maybe they had a weak moment, but we saw them use their strength, that in weakness, you found your strength, that in the hardest days, you still came back and overcame. And so I know on a daily basis, you guys inspire me so often in our home. You are the topic of conversation and just how strong you're getting. I love what Judy said last week. She's like, I love seeing us all change. And that when we first came in, we were kind of like broken down. And now we come in, we're like a boss. I can't say it like Judy said it, but you know, like, how did you say it, Judy? Say it.
I don't know. We come in sassy like a boss.
Like sassy. That. Like that. Coming like that. And so anyway, and what I will say is one of the biggest, greatest things that all of us can ever receive is encouragement. Encouragement is like water to a plant in the desert. It's when it gets it, it's almost like you ever watch a plant that's totally dehydrated get watered, and you can almost see the leaves like start to come back to life in front of your eyes as soon as you water it. That's what encouragement does. Water is like encouragement to that plant that's like literally like, you know, getting beat down by the sun. We live in a crazy, cruel, judgmental, freaking, it can be very mean world. And so encouragement is like water in the desert. It is life-giving. It gives life. And so I felt like it was really important today just to pause for a moment and really focus on that encouragement. And so earlier in the week, we randomly drew names. And so it's kind of like a secret Santa. Each of you today are going to have an opportunity to be a secret encouraging Santa to another member inside of here. So when we go around here in just a minute, one person is going to be the giver, which means you're going to have some time to speak life into one of your other castmates' lives. You're going to get to speak life, speak encouragement into their life. And while that one person is speaking life, the other person has a chance to receive it. The other person has a chance to sit there and take it in. And I want to pause there for just a moment because this is such an extremely important thing. So often people they don't allow themselves to receive the encouragement. I want you to imagine the plant in the desert. There's the plants in the desert, and some guy comes up with the water and he's pouring the water on the plant, and the plant takes up its umbrella. It's starving, it needs water, but the plant shoots out its umbrella and says, no thanks, I don't think I really need water, I'm good, I've got it under control, and doesn't take the water. That is what so many times we do when it comes to encouragement and compliments or appreciation or any of those things. We don't fully receive it. And if you don't allow it, we let the negative things penetrate us, but we don't sometimes fully let the positive things penetrate us. And so today, when you're done receiving that encouragement, I want you to fully receive it. I want you to allow yourself to believe it, because what you're going to hear is how somebody else sees you, what somebody else has seen in you, what somebody else believes about you through watching you, watching the most intimate, vulnerable parts of your life. And this is what they have witnessed. And so it's not our place to question it. It's not our place to say, well, yeah, but do they really think that? Yeah, but da, 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 da. You know, that voice that goes inside of our head sometimes when someone gives us a compliment and we don't receive it. It doesn't do us any good to not fully receive it. Because when that plant in the desert gets water, after the plant's been watered, the plant is now stronger because it received the water. So as you receive the encouragement today, you're going to be coming into this week in a place of strength, stronger. And so when the person gets done encouraging you, it's very important that you acknowledge that encouragement. Thank you so much. I received that. I really appreciate the fact that you, and just make sure you speak to them in a way to receive what they're saying to you. Yeah. Does that make sense?
It does.
Because encouragement doesn't mean nothing unless you receive it. And yeah, that's a choice. So. Okay. Is anybody else looking forward to today?
I think it's going to be a tearjerker.
It could be. Could be. And listen, there is no expectation on the giver, or the only expectation on the giver is to come from the heart, to mean what you say. And the only expectation on the receiver is that you would believe what that person sees in you and is saying to you. And that's it. And other than that, there's no performance. There's no expectation on who has the best words and who is the, no. This is about you being you, speaking from the heart, and the person receiving, allowing it to penetrate your heart and actually believing that. Some of my greatest accomplishments were birthed from someone speaking encouragement into me, from someone speaking, which encouragement is life, planting seeds of life into me. Karen, our first encouraging Santa. You know, I couldn't think of a better phrase besides encouraging Santa, so I apologize. So Karen, our first encouraging Santa, who are you giving encouragement to?
Miss Judy. That's who I am giving encouragement. And Judy, I just think the world of you. I really, really, really do. So I was excited when I did this, and yeah, so I made you an anagram, and it's got Judy on it. So the first one is jubilant, and jubilant means expressing joy of happiness, triumphant, exulting, and full of delight. Then unique is impossible to forget, and that's what I think of you. You put a smile on my face a lot of times, you really do. And then determined is firmness of purpose, discovering, trying hard, preserving towards a different goal in spite of obstacles. And you inspire me so, so much. The other one is inspiring, and I'm going to cry. But you are uplifting, you are encouraging, and you give people a particular feeling. So, and then I signed it. I signed my name. So I'm going to mail this to you. This is yours. And then I got one more thing. So I wrote a song for you.
Denise,
Huh?
you're killing me. But I receive it. I'm receiving it.
Okay, so this goes to the tune of Jeremiah Was a Bullfrog. Okay, so if y'all want to sing in, I hope you do. So, okay, let me gather myself up here. See, I even dressed for the occasion this morning for you.
Yeah.
So, okay. Judy, Judy, you're a rock star. You're a very good friend to all. I never understood how funny you can be, but you always have some mighty fine words. I say a joy to my friend, joy to all you are, joy to the lady that I've come to know, joy to you, my friend. Now, if I were a stranger, if I had never met you, I wouldn't have the blessings of a special you. You make me smile and laugh. I sing it one more time now. Joy to my friend. Joy to all you are. Joy to the lady that I've come to know. Joy to you, my friend. I don't want to cry, but
Thanks, Karen. Good luck for anybody going after Karen because she just blew
no,
everybody.
this is what God put in my head. And I am so thankful to have you in my life. And so thankful that you got picked to be part of this team because you are so unique and so inspiring.
Well, thank you, Karen.
You're welcome.
I receive it. When you had me, I was so excited because I was like, oh, I mean, I love everybody, but I love Karen. And I was like, oh, she always encourages me. I don't get a lot of encouragement, but I mean, I don't get people not encouraging me, but I wasn't raised on, I was raised to be tough and do what I had to do. So I don't, nobody really speaks life into me but you guys. So, and it's a good lesson because I have 4 daughters that I need to speak more life into. Yeah. Good ugly cry for the video. Carmen.
I know, right? I also put this song and I'm going to mail it to you too. And I signed it, but I put my little bling on there for you. So I'm sending this to you as well.
All right. And you know what? I'll make my 16-year-old turn it into a rap song and send it back to you. Thank you, Karen. I love you.
You're welcome. You're a beautiful person.
So, Shane, thank you so much for just the joy you bring to the group. you really just lighten everybody's day. Your personality is just so amazing, and you inspire us, and you're going to win, Shane. But a month ago, when we first met, I had this little guy here. This little guy was born, this little 5-pounder, and then it grew, oh my God, into this. Okay, this is not light. This is 50 pounds, 55. Now, yesterday you gave birth to another 5-pounder right here. Guess what it turns into? In 7 weeks, another 50. And you know how much this would be in fat? It would be like huge. So for real,
Exactly how much that would be.
I'm bringing humor here, but Shane, this is heaven. Okay, this little guy is going to turn into that real shortly. And you talked about being sumo weight, dude. You're going for MMA. Forget about sumo. Just blow right by that. Just goodbye, hi bye. So really also inspired by when you go into work I have like once in a while the pizza deal. Every day you have tons of food in there, and you resist it, and that's to see that almost, and it's I've never seen so many people bring so much stuff to work. So Shane, great job, and I truly do. You're gonna win, and Shane, and however long this journey is, we want to see you win the whole thing. And I believe you can. I know you can. So you inspire us. You, again, you bring joy to us. But Shane, you inspire all of us. Love your humor. We love to see what you're going to come up with every day. And even last week, you're a little bit disappointed. You crushed it this week. So I'm just really glad to get to know you. And then I was even thinking earlier, when you had the sumo thing, when we go on this cruise, we could do a sumo thing, but we can't do that. We got to do an MMA, or what's that, jujitsu? I don't even know what jujitsu is. Some type of competition, but I can't wait for that. Can't wait to meet you in person, and just grateful that you're in our group.
Thank you, Andy.
You're welcome.
Just to be clear, did you just challenge me to a fight?
Yeah, so a wrestle or something like that. Yeah, we'll do something. I don't know. Some type of we got to do some type of competition.
Shane, you're awesome. You want to throw down. Love it.
That is that way.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Denise, our next secret encouraging Santa. Come on down, girlfriend.
Can I see Ashley? Lord, you created everything, and everything you've created is wonderful. You created Ashley, but not only that, you created her in your image. On the days when Ashley feels like she is not enough or unimportant or not beautiful in that wedding dress on her wedding day, help her to remember that you cherish her because she is your child. Show her how to live as an image bearer of you. Show her how she can reflect your goodness to others, and how she can walk confidently knowing that she is worthy simply because she is yours. Continue to refine her and mold her into your image until the day she sees you face to face. Thank you for loving Ashley, for never giving up on her, for giving her more value than anything or any wedding dress on this earth could ever do. Ashley, you are worthy because God made you in his image. He cherishes you because you resemble him and because you are his child. As his image bearer, cling to the promise that he has stamped you with his image. And so, going back to this book, another quote that I found in here that I just absolutely loved when I was reading this book, and this is kind of what I'm going to end with, is this idea that we've been learning in this entire challenge, and this is what I've seen in you. from the very beginning until now, and I've seen you literally doing this, but it says inspiration and information without personal application will never amount to transformation. Transformation helps us more clearly see Jesus. And when we more clearly see him, we can more clearly see the miracle in our messes, the good in our difficulty, and the redemption in rejections. And what I want to say is, I have seen from the beginning till now, Ashley, you are literally transforming. Not only are you receiving the information that's given on here from Carmen or other people, you receive it and you're actually putting it into practice and you're already applying it to your life. And you're not the same girl you were the first day I met you on here. You have become strong. You have become, like I keep going back to the word sassy, but literally a driven person. You don't let anybody anymore tell you things that aren't true. You're stomping the lies. And every time that wants to come in and it wants to attack you, I've been seeing how you just stomp them. These are the words that I came up with, that I have seen in you through this entire process. You're sassy, driven, a planner, organizer, visionary, encourager, intentional, deep thinker, assertive, passionate, creative, loyal, motivational, and intellectual. And what I have valued the most from you is when you send me private messages, when you get a thought or you read something and you think that I need to hear it. And every single time, Ashley, you've hit it right on. And you are an encourager, and I am beyond blessed that I've met you. And I'm grateful that you're in this group.
Well then. Denise, that was really beautiful. I receive everything that you said. I really appreciate the amount of thought that you put into that. And you didn't realize it, but you hit me in some places that that needed to be heard or said. And this was a rough week for me, but mostly from a place of faith. That was what my meeting was about the other day. And so for you to know through the Holy Spirit to come on here and feed me God's wisdom and love was exactly what I needed. So thank you. I received that.
You're very, very welcome.
Miss Ashley, you are the secret Santa encourager to who?
You, Peggy.
All right, ladies, take it away.
Oh, our beautiful Peggy. The P I listed persistence and commitment. You have it shared with us that you've been with Carmen for many years and that you have continued to plug away at this health goal of yours. You are such a gift to this group, and your energy transformation is louder than you can imagine. The second word for E was emotional, and it's not a negative thing. One of the things I love most about you, and I told you this from the very beginning in a private message, is I know it drives you crazy that every single time somebody asks you a question, you start to cry and you can't get the words out. It is one of my absolute favorite things about you, because one of the things I cherish absolutely the most in human beings is when they're willing to be genuine. You are one of the most genuine people I have ever met in my life. And your willingness to allow tears to fall from your face, I have goosebumps just telling you that. It is one of the most raw emotions we have. And most of us have been taught from a young age to hold them in and to not share that vulnerable side of us with anyone. And you have come on here consistently and been willing to let the tears fall. And you've been probably embarrassed of them at times, but I hope that you know that we know that every time you get emotional, it's because you love big, you care deeply, and because you have a heart of gold. There's Proverbs 12:15, which said, God gave us our feelings and our emotions for a reason. Good on you, friend, for allowing God to let you share those emotions and bless us. G, great wife, I put. I love your love. I love the way you look at your hubby. I love the way he looks at you back. I love that when you guys sit next to each other, there is this connection that you are with your absolute best friend in this entire world. The next G I put is great mama. And while you have shared with us your amazing being a great wife, you've also shared with us what a great mama you are. And many of us have the littles running around and life is crazy and we can get stuck thinking about Girl Scout cookie drama and all these little things. But watching you hang out with your kids, your grown kids, and play cards every week is one of my dreams. I dream as a mama that my kids will always walk into that front door just as excited as they do now when they have their report card or, a good grade or something like that. And that they always want to be at our dinner table and they always want to be our friend. And what you raise, the fact that you've raised children who want to be with you, who want to use their free time to spend that time with you is, again, just a complete testament to who you are as a woman and as a mom. One more quote there is Proverbs 22:6. Start children off on the way they should go, and even when they are old, they will not turn from it. You've blessed your children incredibly. And the last is why. And I couldn't think of a damn word for why. So I turned it from incredible to incredible. And I just got to tell you, I put here that I can only imagine how hard you are working out. That is all I got to say to you. First of all, you're like dripping in your workouts, like dripping. Okay, girl, if I get one little bead, I am like celebrating. Okay, like if I get one bead and I am busting my butt. So when I see you come on here every morning and you start my day off with, I worked out, and you're badass and you're dripping and I like cut and your shoulders and that collarbone's popping. And I'm just like, have mercy. And I just am like, what was she doing hanging from the ceiling? Like, gosh, I'm not doing any of those plans. MBF, whatever she's doing, I cannot. And I just got to tell you that since day one, you have shared that you have felt a little bit uncomfortable about any of your weight loss feelings or being worthy of being in this group based on how much most of us have to lose compared to what you came off starting needing to lose. And what I want to tell you is that you are holding your own.
All right. Thank you. I received that. When you said Ashley, when you picked me for Ashley to do, I was like, oh my gosh, she's always been my biggest encourager through this whole thing, private messaging and stuff like that. So I was like, wow, I made out on this one. Thank you. I receive it. I can't say anything else.
You don't need to. You're welcome.
All right, ladies, the floor is yours.
Okay. Nice job, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So Denise, let me see. I'm not going to cry. Oh my God. And Peggy didn't even cry. Ruining my record, Peggy. Denise, when I first.
Go ahead.
Thanks, Denise. Who's the encourager? It's me. When you said how those boys were mean to you when you were young, that just like stuck in my mind and broke my heart. And you, if they could see you now, you are a fierce lion. You really are fierce. You're determined. You're faithful. You're the champion protector of your children. You're resilient. You're radiant. You're beautiful. You're courageous. You were in the bathroom traveling, bringing the scale. I mean, come on. Yeah. I was like, wow. And that was like week 1. You've fallen, you've had health issues, but you just keep fighting, and you fight with a beautiful smile. What you're doing with your daughter Shaylee is amazing. It's made my daughter Grace, now who lost 5 pounds this week on half carb cycling, beating me again. But yeah, I mean, I wish, not that those people matter, but I wish they could see the Denise now. I love how your relationship with your husband, the 20, is the number the 26 number? Yeah, I mean, that's like so special. And how you went, it's so funny. On my way home from work yesterday, I was thinking, I got to tell Denise that my mom's best friend dated Tim Horton. And then, yeah, and then I see on your Facebook something about Tim Horton. I was like, ooh, I got to tell her that. But yeah, I mean, yeah, how you celebrate with your parents, how you take the time to make these recipes. I mean, you always have one struggle against you, but you rise up to the occasion 3 times further. And I mean, I don't know if you get encouragement, but you certainly deserve it. You're crushing it. You really are. I mean, you had a colonoscopy. I was telling the girls that work for me, there's a woman in my group that's staying on plan and has a colonoscopy. And they were like, what? I was like, yeah. I'm like, this group does not play around. And I try, at work, I listen to the polos and it comes through my speaker at the front. And they're like, who's that? I'm like, shh, you're not supposed to be listening to this. And I listen and they're like, wow, she's incredible. I said, I know. I mean, I'm not a big talker of words. So the words that I say, I mean, and I hope they mean a lot to you.
Thank you so much, Judy. Thank you. They mean a lot. Believe me, I get that whole words thing. I struggled with that myself, wondering how I was going to say what I felt, because it usually comes out blah, 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 right? So,
You did a great job.
But you did good. And I received, thank you so much. I received those words. They mean a lot to me. And I need that list from you, because because I would love to have those words as my reminders when those other crappy ones want to come into mind, because those are powerful words you just said. So thank you so very much.
You're welcome. Carmen said, come from your heart, and that comes from my heart.
And I received it. Thank you. Really did. Means a lot.
Encouraging Santa Shane. Who are you beckoning?
Oh,
I get to talk to Karen. There she is. Hello, friend.
Hi. Hello, my friend.
It was interesting coming up with things to talk to you, Karen, because my list just kept getting longer and longer of things I wanted to say to you. I'm going to read you a few here. Fun is the first one I thought of. I find it so interesting that through me accepting a sales position as a newlywed many years ago, I met Carmen and Jackie, and that led me to be friends with you. And it's funny how things happen, right? And how God brings us together. I think that you're so much fun. I love that you're down for anything and you're into any conversation. You the ready part in there. I feel like you're ready for anything. You're whatever comes your way, you're just like, okay, let's do it. And I love that about you specifically. I feel like you're an incredibly giving person, whether you're giving your time or your encouragement. You're always one of the first ones to chime in, and you're making sure that you're hitting everybody in the Marcos, because you're wanting to reach out to everybody. You're wanting to bless everybody. And that's incredible to me. I also put feisty and up for a challenge. I wasn't sure how you were initially going to react when I was talking trash, but I knew I could. I knew you weren't going to be offended by it. And the fact that you embraced it and said, come on, come get me. It just made me giggle so much. Like, I love that about you. I also put bodybuilder in training, because you talk about someday you want to be a bodybuilder. And I'm like, she is. She's there. She's already building her body. She might not have the results that she might not have hit her goal that she's there yet, but she is already a bodybuilder. It's a mentality in its actions that you're doing right now. I also feel like you're a stereotype destroyer. I don't know how much you know that I talk about you, but I work primarily with a lot of females in the medical clinic I work at. Some of them are older than myself, and a lot of them use that as an excuse. And they talk about, oh, I could have done that when I was younger, or I can't do that at my age, things like that. And I'm always like, well, let me tell you about Karen. And you destroy the stereotypes that people put up for themselves, which I think is incredible. You're an example, and you're leading the way. Also, I put on intelligent, because I feel like when you talk, it's intelligent. You're eloquent, and you obviously show that you're smart. You show that you're educated, and you show that you know what you want to say. Like it just flows out. I love that you're very hands-on. The fact that you're with your grandkids so much and things like that is so cool to me. I didn't have that with my grandparents, and I feel like I really missed that. So I know that they're super blessed to have you around and to have you be with them and to be sowing life into them. So you've talked a little bit about your past, and you obviously did really well losing weight in the past, and you hit your goals, you got where you wanted to be, and then you stopped for a little while, gained some back, and now you're on this journey again. And that to me just resounds she's never giving up. Never ever is she going to give up. She might have taken a break, but she's got this. And that's why you are definitely my biggest competition, is because I know these other guys are going to make it. I absolutely have no doubts about it, but I've seen you make it already. And I'm like, dang, I have zero doubts whatsoever. She's got this. Karen is in it for the win. So that's what I feel like when I see you, Karen. Just so you know, I see all those things in you, and I think, what a great person. I'm glad that we're friends, and I can't wait to hang out with you again.
Thank you, Shane. I can't wait to hang out with you. I treasure you. I really do. You and your family. And thank you for speaking those into me, because, sometimes, and it's slowly washing away, but sometimes having those things spoken into me is a great reminder of what I don't think of myself sometimes. So, and I don't want to cry, so thank you, because I received everything you told me.
You're welcome.
Awesome job, you two. Awesome job. And last but certainly not least, we have the Secret Santa encouraging Peggy.
And I have Andy. Woo! This is going to be tough. Okay. Well, I have so many things that I could encourage Andy on. Living with him for 35, 30.
Going on 35 this year.
Yeah, we'll be married 35 years this year. So I've seen Andy do a lot of this, but when he's up, and it's just so encouraging right now to watch him up. He's taking control of his eating, his shopping, his cooking. He cooks more than I do now, which is I'm very grateful for. But he's the he just said the other day, he can't believe how easy this weight loss is when you just follow directions. And so hearing him say that, it's just like, so it blesses my heart so much to know that you've grasped it and are taking control. And I really, really appreciate that. The other thing is he's the most gifted construction worker I have ever met. He's that 30, 40 years experience. He can, in his mind, he sees things that I can't even see when it's done, but he sees it before it's even happened. And he's taught all of our boys. All 4 of them are in the company right now, and they are very good carpenters. I mean, the first time I saw Andrew build a wall, I was like, you know how to build? I didn't even know. And he's like, yeah, Dad taught me. So that's just fun to watch. He was always, everyone says, how did you raise 4 boys? I say, because I had a boy dad. And I mean, one year we bought them all dirt bikes for Christmas, and he took them dirt biking all the time, and they go camping all the time. And he just did a lot of boy things, which gave me a break, but was a blast for them. And now seeing them want to work with you, and it's they respect you and they love you. And just last night they're out there just talking, and the wisdom that comes out of your mouth is just fun to watch. The biggest thing is raising the boys in the way that you've loved me. Stop it. And cared for me over all these years has kept my heart close to you.
Thank you, dear. I receive all that. I receive all that. And we did it as a couple. So
yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I'm so proud of you guys. And it is such a blessing. You don't know this, but one of the things I prayed for was that God would give us a couple inside of this group, because when a couple aligns on their health goals and they work together at them, it strengthens both people. And so to watch you guys strengthen each other, to watch you go at this together and figure it out together is so powerful. And so, sometimes it's not the easiest. Sometimes, I mean, it can be rewarding, but sometimes doing these things with your spouse can add its own different, sometimes not, there can be a challenge sometimes that you have to work through. But when you overcome that and you do come together, it is so rewarding. And so I'm so proud of you too. And the way you're leading together your family is, it's inspiring. It's encouraging. #goals. And so amazing job. And it's what parents should be doing, is leading their family health-wise, leading the way, leading the charge, showing how it's done, not telling, but leading. And so much respect for how you guys lead your family. So much respect. So this next week, obviously we're coming into week 8, and through 7 weeks, you guys are down 225.3 pounds. And as you're coming into week 8, I want these words that were spoken over you today, that you received, that you let penetrate you. I want you to walk in them this week. Because when you allow those words to get planted, it's water, and you become stronger. And you walk in that strength. You walk in those words. You walk in the fact you own them. And when you start to own them and you start to walk in them, you start to become them. And so this week, if any weakness comes in, any old habits come knocking, any of those things try to whisper in your ear that you aren't any of those things, or you are less than any of those things, you say no, because that is not the truth. The truth was spoken here today.
and it's what someone else has seen in you. And so this week, I want you to walk in those words. I want you to walk in that strength. Because here's the truth. The truth is that there was greatness planted inside of each and every one of you. Not to be like this person or that person, but to be your own, like Denise said today, to be your own kind of beautiful, to be your own kind of bold, to be your own person, to walk out your own destiny. And you, each and every one of you, not only you 7, but even the person watching, there was greatness put inside of you. You were not put here to sit on the sidelines. You were not put here to watch other people go out and get their goals, to write the book that's been inside of you, to inspire others, to become a millionaire, to make $100,000, to be an amazing mom or an amazing dad or an amazing wife, to start that company, to go after and get your dream body, to wear those bum shorts, Peggy, to go out and pick that sexy wedding dress, Ashley. All those things that were planted inside of you, you are put here to accomplish them. To franchise that log home model that you're perfecting, Andy. Whatever it is, the greatness, the dreams that have put inside of you, to go after them and to get them and to not settle until you do. Because you weren't put here to be average. You weren't put here to be mediocre. You're put here to be great. And it's already inside of you. And I think some of you are starting to realize that yeah, I can do hard things. Not only can I do hard things, but I'm doing hard things. And for anybody else out there that wants to doubt you, there's a shirt that says, go ahead and doubt, or go ahead, what did it say? Go ahead and doubt me, or go ahead and underestimate me. That'll be fun. So all those people that want to underestimate you, all they got to do is keep watching, because you are currently showing the world what you are made of. You are currently showing the world. Any doubters, any naysayers, oh yeah, go ahead and underestimate me. That'll be fun. I am so blessed to have a front row seat to watch you transform, to watch you change, to watch you overcome. For those of you that have kids and grandkids, I don't care what ages they are blessed to be able to see parents and grandparents that have the guts and are brave enough to walk this thing out, that people that live by their actions, not by their words. You are living by your actions. And so I am so very proud of you. I want to end, I found, this is a poem that I have, and this poem hangs in my office, and I want to read it to you today. And it says, don't quit. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile, but you have to sigh. When care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Success is failure turned inside out, the silver tint of clouds of doubt. And you can never tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems afar. So stick to the fight when your heart is hit, and when things go wrong, that you mustn't quit. And I don't know why, but whenever I read that, because I know we all have hard moments, and we all have times where, success seems afar, but you can never tell how close you are.
Oh my goodness, 225.3 pounds. It is, I'm just telling you, they continue to amaze me. And this week's episode with the encouragement, and I think today was just a testament to how powerful our words are and how important it is for us to take a moment and just stop and encourage one another. I know we live in this crazy busy world where, we're busy adulting and we have all these things going on, but to watch the cast and to watch how much someone else's word impacted them today, and how this week the words, life-giving words, made them stronger, and they make us all stronger. And so today I want to encourage you, if you have a loved one in your life that maybe you're like, wow, I haven't encouraged my spouse lately, I haven't encouraged my kids lately, I haven't encouraged my boss lately, that you would take that time, that you wouldn't wait, and that you would take that time and go do that. Don't wait another moment to play that role in somebody else's life. And so thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you for journeying with these 7 people through these 225.3 pounds lost. For those of you that have already hit the subscribe button, if you haven't, I want to give you a personal invite to join our growing community. Smash that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, hit the like button. That way you will not miss any of these powerful episodes of The Biggest Transformation. So we will see you next week, same time, same place, here on the channel. Thanks for watching. Have a great week. You're amazing, in case no one's told you today. Bye.